Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Coach Carver. Today I'm going to be talking about how to read Japanese candlesticks. Guys, as you see here, we have an example. Before we go ahead and we jump into it, I just want to say, guys, being able to truly understand how to read candlesticks is going to help you take your trading game to the next level and allow you to really start to understand and predict which way the market direction can go. Guys, it truly blows my mind how many people are out here just gambling away money, trading, not knowing how to read simple price action, not knowing a lot of the simple things that we're going through here today. My goal is to help make you a better trader. So guys, let's go ahead and jump into this. First thing, we're going to be going over the anatomy of a candlestick. As you can see here, we have a few different components, right? We have the wicks, which is going to be these lines here showing the price action, also known as shadows. And then we have the bodies of the candles. Right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. First, we're going to go into a bullish candlestick. Bullish meaning that price is moving up. And the components of this, we have an open, we have a close, we have a high, and we have a low. Now, what I do want to say, I've said this in previous videos before and I'll say it again, right? So each candlestick is going to represent a certain period of time, right? The price action that is going through in that time. As you see here in the upper left-hand corner, I have selected the weekly time. So in this example, this candlestick would represent 1 week of price action. It would be the same as if we were doing it for a daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 5 minute, even a minute, or even 30 seconds, right? You can select your time and we'll go through it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to show you how a bullish candle would work, right? So we're on the weekly time frame now. Let's say this candle just opened, right? The week open, you would have it open up here. And what you would see is this price kind of come through, fluctuate, come down, work its way down towards the low. We would find that support. Price would come back up, exposing that wick there. You would see it start to transition up through here, coming all the way up, passing the close up until we reach that resistance there at that week. You would come down and then the candlestick would close, right? So look a little something like that. That would work the same way as any time frame, guys. This is essentially going to be the breakdown of the bullish candle. You have your open, you have your low, you have your high, and then you have your close. So if you see here, it's essentially going to walk you through this path of being opened. We'd find that low, it would come all the way up to your high and then down to your close. And then that would be it, guys. And then we'd go into our other candle. So moving on, we have our bearish candle. It's going to be the inverse effect, the opposite of this, as they look the same regardless of color. The difference being the open and the close. Look at the different positions of it, guys. So the way this candle would work, this here, so price would open up here, it would work its way up towards the high, boom, 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 coming up. And then it would find that rejection there. It would start to come down, push down, push down, push down. It would go through and it'd actually pass our close. You have no idea where the close being. It would find some support down here, and then it would work its way back up and would close. So this is going to be essentially the breakdown of the anatomy of a candlestick. We have our wicks or shadows, we have our bodies, and then understanding the open, the high, the low, and the close. Open being on the bottom, close being above, this is going to be a bullish candlestick. The opposite, open being above, close below, is going to be a bearish candlestick, meaning that price is moving down. This is essentially going to be the breakdown of how to read a candlestick. Now what I want to go through is I want to show you guys the strength of these candles. All right, guys, here we have it. I went through and I created a chart for you going from the most bullish all the way to the most bearish. So they're going to be the strongest candlesticks going all the way to the weakest candlesticks for the, the bearish going down. So as you see here in this example, we have the most bullish candlestick. What would happen is price would simply open down here and then would just straight push up. There would be no resistance, no nothing, and it would close above. That is the strongest version of a bullish candlestick. That is just simply price going and saying, hey, the buyers are in favor, the buyers have all the strength, and price is just simply pushing all the way up. Now in this candlestick here, we have the inverse effect, right? This is going to be the second most bullish candlestick, but it is actually a bearish candlestick, right? What would happen is price would open up here, it would push all the way down, and it would come back, buyers in strength, they would find that support, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, boom, that right there is technically labeled as a bearish candlestick, but it is the second most strongest bullish candlestick, and it's because we have that major wick rejection, that major shadow, all that price action that's here. Then you have a normal bullish candlestick here. This is going to be essentially what we went through before. We have our open down here, we have a come down to our low, moving up to our high, and then to our close. And then we have a neutral bullish candlestick, guys. This is going to show a little bit more indecision, right? This is typically when you're going to start to see, you know, moving towards some reversals, right? You're going to see loss of momentum. You're going to see here that the buyers and the sellers have equal strength. So essentially price opens up here, moves down, comes down to our low, comes up to our high, comes back down and closes. And then we have just a complete indecision, sometimes known as a doji, right? You come through here, same thing, price opens up, finds a low, grabs the high, close, or vice versa, grabs your open, comes up, grabs the high, comes down, grabs your low, and then closes. This is complete indecision. This is where you're going to see dojis a lot of times going to be for reversals coming through here, and then we come through and we have the inverse effect, right? Moving over to the bearish candles. Price opening up top here, coming up, grabbing the high, coming down, grabbing the low, and then coming up and closing right here. And then we have our normal bearish candlestick here, come through, open, come up to the top, we have our high, come down, we have our low, and then we have our close. And then as you see here, we have another example of what we had over here, right? This is gonna be a bullish candlestick that had opened all the way down here, pushed itself all the way up, and then came back down and closed down here. This is going to be the second strongest bearish candlestick here, and this is going to be for a major reversal, showing that, hey, price is getting ready to go ahead and tank. And then we have over here the most bearish candlestick, same as the other side here. Price opens up and just simply comes straight down and closes, right? No resistance, no nothing. This is going to be essentially a breakdown showing you guys from the most bullish to the most bearish. Hopefully this was able to help you out, guys. In these next videos, we're going to go through and start talking about market structure, support and resistance. Going to be going through and really breaking down price action. And guys, if these videos start to get enough likes, you guys show me that you're liking this stuff, I can go through and make videos specifically bullish, you know, going through like bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, going through dojis, showing all these hammers, showing, you know, morning stars, evening stars, all these different price action and candlestick patterns that you can use to help make you a better trader. But I need to know that you guys want this content. I need to know that this is what you like. If you guys want me to go through and just completely skip the basics here and go in and talk a little bit more on the intermediate to advanced, we can definitely do that. But I want to go through and I want to be able to break this stuff down to you so you can truly understand. If you guys have any confusion, anything that, you know, you need additional help with, let me know in the comments. Let me know how I can make these videos better. If there's anything you guys want me to make a video on, let me know. I'd be happy to do so. But guys, just let me know. Show some love in the comments. Let me know what you guys need, what you like about this. Hopefully this was able to help you understand. What I want to do now is I want to go through and I want to show you guys what this really looks like in real time, right? Like show you guys how to go through. I want to give you a challenge. I want to make sure you truly understand this. Don't just watch this video and be like, yep, I'm a master at candlesticks now. I fully understand this. I'm good to go. Thanks, Coach Carver. I appreciate you, Thomas. Bro, you're the man. It's not that simple, right? I want you guys to come down here, right? Open up a chart, whatever it may be, and just truly start to understand, you know, what's going on, right? Here we are. We're still on the weekly time frame of Euro USD. I want you to be able to come in here and be able to state, like, look, here we have an open, come down to the low, we have our high, we have our close. Come here, we have our open, we have our low, high, close, open, low, high, close. And then up here we have open, bearish candlestick, high, low, close, open, high, low, close, open, high, low, close. Start to understand how this really works, guys. See here we had an open, very little wick here, all the way up to our high, close, price open, came down, pushed up, close. Being able to really start to understand how this works, guys, is going to give you a little bit better understanding of how price really moves. And if you can come through this and you can do this on your pairs that you're studying, don't go through and have 20, 30, 40 different pairs that you're watching. Pick 2 or 3 pairs that make sense to you. Go with like Euro USD, USD JPY, or, you know, go through AUD USD, right? Find some simple pairs that you can follow. Make those your pairs, whatever that is for you. Understand them, master them. Don't Don't just be in a trade to be in a trade. Come through and start to really understand the price action, understand how these candlesticks work. That way, when you go through, you can truly take your trading to the next level. You see in this candlestick here, we have an open, came all the way down, had that wick rejection here, we had that low, and as you see here, that same line just so happens to be a major rejection there, came over and it was our support right here, pushed all the way up, close, we have our open, came down, pushed up, closed, and you can see this, guys. You can see the way this works. Come through here and understand each candlestick until you can flow through all these candlesticks flawlessly, knowing the open, the high, the low, and the close of each of them. You're not ready. But look at, and another way you can go through this is understand the strength of these, right? Taking a look at these here and coming back up to our example that we had here. If you guys need to pause the video and you want to screenshot that, go for it. You want to come down here, you want to screenshot this, go for it. Make sure you understand this stuff, guys. Make sure you're putting yourself in the position that you can truly win. All of these videos that I'm teaching you and these videos that you're seeing from other people, don't just watch them. Study them, come back, watch it again. You may pick something up that you didn't pick up the time before, right? But just come in here and just know, here we have an open. We have our high, come down, we have our low, we have our close. We have our open, high, low, close. Inverse effect, open down here, we have our low, we have our high, we have our close. Open, high, low, close, open, high, low, close. Doji, open, high, low, close. And you come through this, guys. It's gonna suck, but it's gonna be the thing that makes you understand. Going through and being able to understand and look and just truly study how these candlesticks work, understanding the dynamics and the anatomy of them, and then being able to understand, look at this. You got a major bullish engulfing candle right into a doji down there, boom. Look at this, guys. You have this stuff break down for you. Come through these charts, understand how they work together, and then understand how they work on different time frames. This is going to be the very things that help make you a better trader. I promise you guys. Put in the time, put in the work. I know you guys have probably been in a position where you hear somebody say, hey, I'm taking this trade because I've seen this set up 100 times. I'm taking this trade because I've seen this set up 1,000 times. Put yourself in the position to where you can see this setup 100 and 1,000 times without having to be a trader for a decade, 2 decades, right? We have decades of data that we can scroll through and we can understand. Look at this, coming all the way back, 2014, 2011, right? Coming back here to 2007. Guys, you have decades of data that you can go back and you can study and you can see how this stuff works on these different levels. Come through here and do this. This is the type of stuff that's going to make you a better trader. I appreciate your guys' time. In the next videos, guys, we're going to be going through and we're going to be talking about market structure. As you see here, I have it listed. I'm going to be going through and breaking this stuff down for you guys. I appreciate your time and I will see you on this next video.